the number of hospitalizations due to COVID-19 continues to grow, Memorial Health is updating its visitation policy, limiting the number of people allowed to visit, as well as the times in which they're able to do so. Where I'm standing on Broughton Street might look a little bit different in the next few months, and because it's such a popular street, city officials are working to keep the public informed of the new improvements. Because all needs can't be met virtually, Coastal Care has what's called Care Companions. They'll run to the grocery store, any errands you may have, including medication pickups, and deliver them right to the patient's home. The Low Country has seen a lot of severe weather, and right now I'm on River Street, where I can already start to see some puddles developing because of that heavy rain that's coming in. Across America, people at the pump are paying less for gas. As the coronavirus continues to send oil companies into a price war, gas prices have declined to at least $1.92 right here in Savannah. Health and city officials continue to worry about another surge in coronavirus infections. As of right now, cases have increased more than 100% across the Coastal Health District just in the past 2 weeks. Hundreds gathered here downtown yesterday for what was overall a pretty peaceful protest. However, there were a few minor disruptions that led some businesses, like the one here behind me, to board up their buildings just in case things did take a turn. Two words: flags and freedom. So many people have come out and are participating in today's events, which include a 5K and a 10K race. And as you take a look behind me here, you can see there's already people that have come through. The coronavirus has created many challenges for people, but imagine having to follow guidelines like social distancing without being able to see the distance between you and another person. Pretty soon, the number of tiny houses behind me will double thanks to some fundraising efforts to help house some of the city's homeless veterans. You know, the water's calm right now, the beaches are calm, but that won't last long, with thousands expected to come out and recognize Memorial right here on Tybee Island. And take a look at this. This is video from this weekend. It's a very big day for the court-appointed special advocates, also known as CASA. Volunteers from the organization are going to be sworn in inside of the Chatham County Courthouse behind me here after countless hours of training. Motor coach buses from all over, including right here in Savannah, rolled into the nation's capital today to highlight the essential role the industry plays on moving people. Coach Light Tours in Savannah is one of the thousands that arrived in Washington Wednesday to roll for awareness. Spring and summer months are usually the busiest for the transportation service, but because of COVID-19, the buses are empty.
We lost over $500,000 within about a week or 2 weeks' time from cancellations.
The rally, Motor Coaches Rolling for Awareness, is a joint effort by United Motor Coach Association and the American Bus Association. Buses came decked out with positive messages to raise awareness about the industry's importance and the need for government support.
We want them to know we're alive and well, and they need to help us just like they did other small companies and big companies.
With drivers out of work for months, the shutdown has been a huge hit.
We haven't worked since the middle of March, and right about now, for me, it's 100% of my finances right here.
Kamalakis says she's been working with local and state leaders, but says it isn't enough. They're hoping the nation's attention will spark action.
We want them to know we exist, and without us, the economy is going to be stagnant as well because we move people.
And it helped the PPP see fit that we are hurting here, you know, and we need this. We have to maintain bus payments. We have to maintain insurance on the coaches. We are not the only ones hurt.
Reporting in Savannah, McKenna Cieslak, WSAV News 3, on your side. These days, most people have used the app to get from point A to point B, but some trips spark more concern than others. That's why Uber's making it simple to share those safety concerns while the ride's happening. Whether you're driving or riding, Uber is one of the most popular ride-sharing apps in the world. But with that comes the higher risk of safety concerns. Today, the company launched a new safety feature in the app, giving riders the ability to report a non-emergency issue in real time, instead of waiting until after the trip. Frequent rideshare users say the new feature will make reporting an issue more efficient.
If it has to do with, like, your Uber driver, like, putting you in an unsafe circumstance, it's probably better to let people know while it's happening rather than after when it's too late.
It helps, it makes it easier in case, because sometimes people forget.
Research shows that riders may not consistently report uncomfortable experiences like inappropriate remarks or harsh braking because it might not be top of mind once the ride is over. Say you're in the middle of a ride and you notice a safety issue that you think deserves attention. Simply navigate to the Safety Toolkit tab, choose Report Safety Issue, and briefly describe your concerns. The app will not share what you write with your driver. Once you submit the issue, a member of the safety team will reach out to you after you've completed your ride. Local Uber drivers say this is a positive addition for both the riders and drivers.
That's a good thing for the passenger and the driver, all around, just for any incidents that happen as far as with traffic or anything. So yeah, I mean, I think that's the best way to be.
Uber officials say the goal is to encourage more people to report concerns to make the app safer for everyone. Again, the new feature is available right now. McKenna Cieslak, WSAV News 3. There are many celebrations ahead of St. Patrick's Day, but the Celtic Cross Mass and ceremony is one that truly emphasizes the Irish heritage and the people who set the stage for generations to come. Song, prayer, and a lot of green filled St. John's Cathedral. Hundreds of people came together to remember the Irish who migrated here ahead of all things St. Patrick's Day. The Celtic Cross Mass is held each year with a focus on faith and family.
It's a family day, and that's what it's all about. St. Patrick's Day is all about family.
After Mass, the Grand Marshal, his aides, and many more marched down to Emmett Park for the Celtic Cross ceremony. Here, the Grand Marshal was invited to lead the laying of the wreath, remembering all of the Irish who passed away and for the ones still living here today. Over a dozen Irish organizations participated, including Irish Youth, a group that plays a vital role in keeping the tradition going.
Teaching the younger community, the group, of the importance of our heritage, goes way past just this ceremony. And it really brings a sense of community and history to the family.
Celebrating Irish history is so important to one attendee, he decided to relocate.
I moved down here because of the Irish influence in this town, so I think it's just a great way to kind of combine, the Irish Catholic side of your family as well as just the Irish heritage, like, all of our family that came over here and just has been supporting this country and this city for so long. I think it's really cool to be a part of that.
If you missed the Mass today, you can still go to the St. Patrick's Day Mass on Tuesday at 10:15 a.m. McKenna Cieslak, WSAV News 3, on your side.